support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J.
And right now we're going to talk to the folks at Veeo Incorporated, and it's Jishin.
Yes, it's Jishin.
Did I get it right?
You got it perfectly right.
Whoa, first time. How are you, sir?
Great. How are you doing?
We're good. We're good. Welcome. What can you tell me about Veeo?
So Veeo is a display product company.
Okay.
We focus on enabling the eye-to-eye contact for online meetings. You know, when we have face-to-face.
Remote online meetings.
Remote online meetings,
okay.
Yeah. So when we try to have a business meeting, trust is very important. When you look at each other in the eye, it builds that rapport, that trust.
Yes.
What we're trying to do is to replicate that visceral experience online. When you have two computers in between us and internet in between us, it's hard to see each other eye to eye.
Right.
So what we did is that we take a transparent OLED display and then put a camera behind it. And the camera gets to see through this not so perfectly clear display, and then to basically achieve the effect that it's almost like a clear glass. And that makes us all be kind of aligned along the center axis.
So you're actually viewing it through the screen?
Yes. And when you look at
the screen functional? Am I seeing the other side of the... Okay, so I'm seeing the folks that I'm talking to on the screen, and behind the screen, which doesn't affect me, is the camera.
Exactly. The camera sees through the digital content on the display. It does not see that.
Right.
So there's no interference in that. And then, because everybody is kind of looking at the content instead of the camera being above, the camera is at the center, so you're not looking down.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, it's all about the position of the camera.
Yeah, it is. It is. Because it's behind the display, which is the challenge.
It's at eye level.
It's the eye level.
Is that adjustable or no? Is
Not
it
really.
Predetermined? So essentially...
You can adjust the height of the display.
Okay, but the center point of the screen is where that camera is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And how large is the screen?
So we have a 30-inch and a 55-inch.
Okay. And is that available now?
It's a prototype right now. We demoed it. We demoed last night at Showstoppers. It's a media event, and we'll be shipping in the summer. We'll be doing more eval units and soon.
When I'm actually using this, how many people angle-wide spread was the camera going to bring in? Do we all have to be sitting at a conference table looking straight forward? Sometimes how many people are at the meeting typically?
Well, like any camera, you have a field of view. I mean, it's about like probably 80 degrees. So, it's reasonable. Like right now, you can't expect like 180 degrees everybody's in. Yeah, it's about,
So, what's special about the camera? 1080p, 2K, 4K?
We can achieve 1080p right now.
Okay.
We can do 4K, but it's not really necessary, and it requires a lot of computing.
Yeah.
The specialty about the camera is that when you see through this glass, this transparent display, there's a lot of distortion. There's a lot of reflection and interference. So it requires hardware and firmware and the application software all work together to see through it and get rid of the distortion.
Okay, and the monitor itself, what am I seeing, 1080p color?
Right now, the 30-inch is about 720p.
Okay.
It has to do with the pixel density, because when it's transparent, you have to leave some part of it some real estate is transparent.
Right.
And the pixels itself is light emitting in itself. So the pixel itself is not transparent. So there are transparent part and non-transparent part. That's why it's about 40% transparency.
What's the price point on these? Do you know that yet?
Yeah, it's the 30-inch. We have a fully enclosed version, so you don't see through. That is $2,500.
Okay.
And for the see-through version, it's just a little more cool, and then it's for the environment, like the office environment. It's kind of open. Everybody sees everybody. That's about $3,000.
Okay.
But for a 55-inch, our primary target is for like a conference room.
Sure.
and then you have collaborative software work to enable both sides to work together, seeing the common digital content in the middle. But the orientation is correct for every participant.
So are there added, does it come with software?
Yes, it comes with software. And it works with Zoom right now. And works with every online video meeting
Are there
software.
things like chalkboard and whiteboard and things like that on it?
Yeah, that's our special software. It's actually not only chalkboard, whiteboard, it's transparent, shared whiteboard.
Okay.
So it's as if both you and I have a sheet of glass in between us. You have one for yourself, I have one for myself, but the text orientation is correct for each of us.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What about if I had video files or things I wanted to share off my computer?
You can do that. You can just basically import.
Now, how does that go through? Does that go through your hardware that's built into this set?
We will have a cloud server, and then that content is distributed to both sides.
So that's kind of, I don't want to say offline, but it's not direct. In other words, if I had 3 videos and a PowerPoint or whatever I had, I'd upload that to the cloud.
It will be done dynamically. You don't have to explicitly download to the upload to the cloud drive.
So it's
drag
live.
into the view.
It's live interactive.
Yeah, it's live. It's interactive.
So I'm here and I say, let's take a look at the next video. That's queued up kind of like in our video switcher, if you will.
Exactly.
And I would push whatever control is and it would run that video. Then I'd say, let's take a look at the PowerPoint. And hopefully everybody's awake. And
yeah, exactly. And you can choose whether you want to share that PowerPoint, to share that video, or you want to just keep it for yourself, use it as a teleprompter.
Now, is there a subscription with this?
We haven't really made a decision on that yet.
Don't do it.
It's mostly we're focusing on the technology, the experience right now, but we'll announce pricing soon. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have to have a subscription.
Okay, no, but, I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Okay.
So when do you expect these to be ready?
We're shipping in the summer.
In the summer.
Yeah.
What other products are you looking at?
We also have kind of a lower cost version of it.
Oh, okay.
That is mostly based on a glass itself, and we have some more like a teleprompter setup.
Okay.
So both type of thinking is really for creating that eye-to-eye contact and also online collaborative.
What about sound? Where's that coming from? The sound.
The sound. It has built-in speakers.
So it's coming out of the TV?
It's coming out of the TV, yes.
Okay, and what is that enhanced, or is that just regular speakers built into the system, or is there some?
Right now, it's just regular speakers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to do headsets, I wanted everybody to have a headset.
You can have that.
I can jack that in and configure
so they can be used in broadcasting.
Okay.
And we can, we can put in more technology in have a microphone array. So
I was just going to ask you that.
Better.
What about the microphones?
Yeah, the microphone array can be just right at the front, and then.
So it's not incorporated and built into the system.
It is right now.
Oh, it is.
It is. It is a simple microphone, but we could make it a microphone array so that is beamforming.
Are there input jacks to add that stuff?
Right now. No, but we can add that in.
Okay, you understand why I'm asking, because I might want a certain microphone.
Yes. Yeah, you can have a different, higher quality microphone. Yes. You can do that with a USB port. It has USB input, actually.
Okay, so I could add, if I have a mic array that picks up everybody clean and clear and.
Clear, yes.
Okay.
The device itself has a built-in Android computer in it. So it has input port, output ports. You can actually output this with HDMI.
So you're using Android as an operating system?
We are.
Why?
Yes.
I'm just asking.
Well, it has all the necessary functionalities. We want the technology foundation in there. We can add in our application. So it's self-contained. You flip the switch. You have our integration with Zoom today, but you can also let the camera being seen by Teams or Meet.
Well, you've covered all all phases of it. I grilled you pretty good on that.
Yeah, we try to think of everything.
That's great. Well, it sounds like a fabulous product. I'd love to see it work at some point in time. If you want to come back and do an interview and we can show it to people, we'll bring it back on the Gadget Professor show when we have more time after CES is over.
I'd love to.
And my audience would love to see that in operation. It sounds pretty cool. It's a good idea.
Right now, the information is on veonow.com.
Okay, and that's VEEO, 2 E's, VEEO.com. Check it out. It sounds pretty cool. I haven't seen it, but from the sounds of it, neat, cool stuff.
Great.
Thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck with that. Keep in touch with us.
Alrighty, will do.
Great.
The Tech Podcast Network CES 2024 coverage is executive produced by Michelle Mendez. Technical directors are Kurt Corliss and Adam Barker. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz, Clinton Millsap, Sergio Velasquez, and Terry Willingham. Voiceover by Aaron Hurst. Our hosts are Marlo Anderson, Don Bain, Todd Cochran, Scott Ertz, and Christopher Jordan. Studio and equipment are provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. This has been a Tech Podcast Network broadcast, copyright 2024.